Hi everyone, it's Cheryl from Tap and Scrap with Cheryl. Today I'm going to share with you a gorgeous new card that I received from a friend, Cheryl Algie, and my Stampin' Up! Demo sister. This is just, when I received this, I thought, wow, how impressed I was with that. So it just stands up. It's a bit difficult to see that way, and you can just write on the back. So Cheryl was happy to share with me how to create this, so I hope you enjoy it. So what I have chosen to use is the Poetic Expressions suite. So that is in the new mini catalogue. So I'm just going to show you that. And look at these marvellous dies. So you've got your stamp set, which is this one here, and the fabulous dies. Just put that down. So here's your stamp set. It is a cling one, so it's rubber. And I'm going to cheat a little bit today because I've already done the stamping. I really just want to show you the scoring and that. And these are the fabulous dies. So there's so many dies in here that you can use. Ones that coordinate with the stamps. These are for the embellishment ones for the words, etc. there. So that's a really great bundle or suite that you can buy. And of course it's still celebration, so if you purchased a suite or a bundle, once you spend $90, there's lots of different things that you can get for free. Stamp sets, DSP papers that you can go through and get. Now I do have a PDF here that with lots of the sizing and that. Cheryl lent me hers and I've just tweaked it a little bit for mine. I've never used centimetres before, but it is a lot easier to use our centimetres. So if anyone wants a screenshot of that, or I can send you the PDF if you contact me. I'll just need that to follow along. So these are the colours I'm going to use. So they are in the Designers Series paper that's with that suite. I'll just pull them out and show you a few of the papers. Whoops, sorry. So there's lots of, you can see that I've cut lots of different papers in here. You've got your blues. You can see that I've cut away at them. So beautiful papers that you can just mix and match with whatever your theme is at the time. So there's lots there. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult with the limited space I have here. Okay. That aside. Now I've done the embellishments, so we won't be doing this. It's more for the scoring and the folding that I've done. So to do these embellishments, I've used our Stampin' Blends, just the array of colours that goes with the papers. I've used the wild wheat to match, and of course the Memento ink to be colouring with the blends. I'll just put all those aside and bring in my scorer. So if you want all the sizing, please contact me and I can do it for you. So our first piece here is the full length of an A4 sheet, and it is cut at 10.5 centimetres. And then we're going to score it diagonally from from corner to corner and corner to corner. So I'll do that first. So I just line it up on my trimmer. I'm not sure whether this is going to fit in the camera. I'll just move it up a fraction from corner to corner. You just got to juggle it a little bit. I've taken off my blade because I have cut it before. I'm just going to show you that if you get it in from corner to corner, and then you're just going to score. And now we're just going to turn it to the opposite sides, opposite corner to corner diagonally. You just got to jiggle it a little bit. Takes a bit of time, so don't rush. And score. So you might be able to see those score lines. So you've got the score. Now we're going to score in the middle here. And I'm just going to get my instructions. And that is at 14.8. So 14.85. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 5. So that should be right on our line here. Okay, now we're going to use our pencil and we're going to do some little marks. So we're going to do we're going to put in our, and we're going to line up at 7 centimeters. So 7 centimeters, I just pull this back and you're just going to pencil mark on both sides. So you need your pencil mark there, and then you're going to flip it and do it on the other end as well. Line up at 7 centimeters. I'm a bit out that one. And just mark it there. So now we're going to score again diagonally between those marks. So this time you're going to start at this little 7 centimeter mark down. I'll move this up a little bit, down to this one. So we've got our 2 marks here. Just make sure they're in the middle. And we're diagonal. And flip it to the other side. Line up your marks. And score again. So now you've got all these lines. So what we're going to do now is score it. We're going to fold. So the lines that go from the corner to corner, the big ones, you're going to fold in a mountain fold. So once you get it, it'll just follow. And then we're going to do the other side. So from the corner all the way to this corner is a mountain fold. We're just gently going to fold them to start off with. And now the little ones here, we're going to bring it back. It's going to be a valley fold. So we're just going to bring it up and fold it the opposite way. So you've got this one as a mountain, this one as a valley. I'll do the other side as well. So you've got the, and now we're going to just fold it in half. So don't push really hard at this corner, at this point, sorry, because it will rip. So it gets a little, so I've just really, this is all just finger pressed. You can do it with your bone folder a little bit later, and then it just automatically folds into your card shape. Pretty easy. So now we're going to move on to our little base to help it stand up. So this is 10 centimeters by 7 centimeters, and then we're going to score on the with the 7 centimeter up the top. So we're going to score at 1 centimeter, then 3.5, and then 6. So with that one, I'll just put that aside for a minute, we'll need it. So centre one we're going to do in a mountain fold. You can use your bone folder here, and the two outsides, I'm going to make them as valley folds. I've found with this little piece, this is our stand, so it's got to fit in here. So it's the same size as your 10.5 centimetres. I just found it so much easier. No one's going to notice that if you just cut off just a little bit, just fits in a lot easier. I just cut it first at the sides, as I said, then just cut. It's just a little bit off, and it's just so much easier to fit the stand in at the end. So we have that bit done as well, so we'll just put those aside at the minute, and we'll go on to our layering. I'll just show you what I mean by our layering. So we have our DSP and we have our cardstock. I'll just show you another card. You can see that this one I've just used your DSP and haven't done a layering, so that's fine as well. Looks great, it's no worries. But the original card has got layering, so I just thought I would share that with you. Sometimes it's very fine to see, so you might need to cut a little bit off, but no one's really going to notice it when you put it all together. You'll just see the nice layers. Okay, so we'll need a piece of basic white cardstock and your layering piece of cardstock, and they're 13.5 centimetres by 9 centimetres, both of those. And then you have a DSP, which is 12.5 centimetres by 8.5 centimetres. So what we've done with those is we've marked here. This is on both of these ones. We're going to mark at 4.75. I've already done it, so I'm not counting as much, but I just lift up this little bit. It's just easier at 4.75 and just done a pencil mark at both ends. Then you're going to turn it round on the longer side and mark it at 6.75 and just mark it here as well. So now I'm going to bring in my cutting one. So we need to cut this time. So what we're going to do is from this point down to this point, we're going to cut. We can rub out the pencil lines later. So from the top down to this side, we're just going to cut. And I just put them aside so I can see where I've done it. And now we're going to, from the point is here down to this side one, we're also going to cut. So I just put them to the side over here so I know what I've cut. Now with this one we don't have to mark anymore. We're going from the top point right down to the right hand side point, and we're going to cut. I just bring my blade in a little bit so I'm not tearing up the corner too much, the point too much, and go down. So this piece I'm going to put down the side here, and the left hand side I've just turned it upside down, so from point to point. So now we've got all our pieces there. If you want to have this all stamped, you know, something on the white, I would stamp it first. So now we're going to do the first layer, and we're marking again at 6.75 top and bottom marking, and on this side is 4.75. 4, 5, 6, 7, 5.5, and mark top and bottom. So we're going to cut this one. I've just got to find my little mark there. It's a bit hard with the lights. And we're cutting down. And from this little mark here up to the point again. These are our side bits. Now again, our point to our right hand side. Just line it up right in the middle of your cutting. And now from this point back down to the other corner. And we have those. Now with our designer series paper, it's 12.5 centimeters by 8.5. So we're going to mark it at 6.25. So 6.125. We're just going to mark in here and here. Turn it from the top, and it is 4.25 centimeters. And we're just going to mark top and bottom. Let me just count that again. 1, 2, 5. And there. And we're just going to cut exactly the same. So this point to the middle of the top. Cut down, and you'll see that this will layer up on here, like so. And we'll do the other side from the point up to the point. Layer it. And now the very point to the right hand side. And turn. So there we have all our layering pieces. I'll just put that aside. So you can do this a couple of different ways. You can either have this flat here, and I'm just going to put these here for you to just show you how they go. Layer those up. And these all fit in this little direction. These ones I find the hardest to so I don't even mind putting a piece like that, and even though they're flat on here, when they're on here you don't actually see that you haven't got a layering. Otherwise you can cut a tiny little bit off this side if you wish, but honestly people won't notice. And you can also bring in just the white piece if you like at the front, and then you can put a piece of the other at the back. Totally up to you. Once you've made one, you can experiment and see what you want to do. So I'm just going to glue these together. This takes a little bit of fiddling around. Once we get the layers together, it will be okay, but it is such an impressive card, I think, for how easy it is. Some people make up the card totally and then put their bits on, or you can leave it flat like this. It's just personal preference. I've done both ways just to see which is easier. It's no real difference. Doesn't make any difference to the finished product. Now we can just layer that up. And then we can add our little corner on. And other side. So for my class girls, I'm doing a class on this one. They're actually, instead of having to colour all these bits in, we're just using the Beautiful Bird DSP. So what I'm focusing mainly on is the fold and how to score. Just put this little bit here. I'm mainly going to get the so you'll see here, so it's only a tiny little edging, but if you just take your time, it does fit. Otherwise, feel free to cut a little bit off on that straight edge because people aren't going to notice it. And we just manipulate it around there a little bit. And this last one of the front. Put that on. Go down there. So you can see we just fold that in like so. And look how stunning that looks. So I'll just put the white on the back so we can put our card together. So don't forget, if you want to stamp this, stamp your basic white before you cut it. It's just easy. You can still stamp it afterwards, but it's just makes it a little bit easier. I'll show you on my others that I did stamp it, but I just wanted to really focus more on the cutting and the folding. Just down here. But if you do want a little bit more pink showing, not that you will really notice it, just cut on this side here. You can cut a bit more off and it'll give you a little bit more edging. And last one. Yep. Oops, I haven't got it quite centered. So there's the card. Fold it in. Just seems to push in, go into the right way. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to slide this little one in here. With that little bit extra cut off, it just slides in better. So I actually cut these little pieces off because you've got to fit it up into the triangle piece. So just cut those little edges off. And if you feel you haven't got enough cut off, but just fits in there nicely. Can you see that? So I'm just going to put some glue. You can use your tape or your Tombow glue or whatever adhesive you like the best. So I'm just going to lay it flat, line it up with that edge, the bottom. With the glue you got a little bit more wriggle room. And just push that. Give it a little bit of time to dry. And then we're going to bring in the other piece. Just going to fit in there like so. So we'll put some glue on this side as well. Get it in the picture so you can see. And I just hold it up and slide it in like that. See that? Just even, and just hold it for a bit. Give it a good burnish. And how simple is that? That's your card. Now I can't see my rubber here, but just be aware to rub off your little pencil lines. So, and all you have to do now is add a little embellishment. So look at that. So I'm just going to do a couple of dimensionals straight down the back. You can push your card flat and put it wherever you like. So how's that, girls? That's pretty easy and impressive card. So I'll just bring in the others. This is the one I showed you before, and this is the one without the layering, and I've done 3 lots of layering on the front. And this is another one where I've used the other cutouts in the same colouring. And this is another one where I've added just a bit of ribbon, use the opposite layering pieces. And for this one, this is what my class are doing. They're actually doing ones with this beautiful DSP that you can get from the celebration for free once you spend $90. And look, there's no stamping or anything with this one, and you can just add it to the front like so with the picture, and that still looks really great. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope my class really enjoys it. They're all here tomorrow, and thank you very much for joining me, and I will catch you again soon. Bye.